Top of the morning to you. This is Brian at Minnesota, reaching out to share with you on my 5 pillars of God, family, abundant life, adventure, and technology. Having a little trouble with the Facebook stream this morning, but I wanted to get started on time. It is Friday, and the kids are off school, and I'm heading out for a weekend of fun and games. I did it again. I got the LinkedIn echo. Let's fix that. I'll get this figured out sometime. Heading out with my girlfriend, my wife, to go on a little escape weekend from the kids, from the family, to invest in each other, to invest in our family, our leadership, and our relationship with Christ. That's our my number one pillar in life. Last week we talked about God and listening, and this week we're going to continue that listening theme, because there's nothing that can give more love and connection than actually listening to someone. Except right now, you can listen to me and that's not going to give me any love and affection. But when you're with a person and you have that opportunity, love and affection will give them, when you listen to them, that will give them a real strong feeling of love and connection. To feel truly listened to. I'm not good at listening. I get caught all the time without using the skills that I know how to use and putting them to the best use. My daughter, yesterday, we were sitting on the couch, and I can't remember exactly what it was, but I asked her, well, what about Mom something or other? And she said, in that tone of voice that says, you weren't listening to me. Mom's doing something else, or I don't remember exactly what it was. And the tone of voice and the 3 other conversations I had going on around me, I knew I wasn't listening. So I looked at her in the eye and I said, did you tell me that already? And she nodded. So one of the first things to do when listening is to give eye contact. Give that eye contact. And that's so easy out in the world, out in life, but today's topic is family. We take our families for granted because they're always there. They love us no matter what, and we know it. And if you don't, I'm sorry that that's the family you're in. But God loves you no matter what. You can't get Him to love you more. You can't get Him to love you less. But family, and those that we're closest to, let's go there for those that may not have the loving family that I've been blessed with. They know we're there. They know we're there no matter what. And they meaning we, me, and them, family in general, on average, treat each other worse than we treat normal people. There's nothing to impress there. There's no extra standards. And I find myself erring with those fouled up thoughts, and I don't give eye contact. The other night, my daughter, she's a senior, and we let her stay up a little later and chat online and do some other things that we wouldn't normally do. We want her to fail and make her mistakes at home. That's part of our family, taking care and getting the right sleep and things like that. And then I looked over to her at the computer as I was going upstairs, and I said, good night, Mary. And I was doing a really good job of eye contact because I've been thinking about this week. And she said night. She didn't even turn her head. She didn't even really respond much at all. And I said, no, good night, Mary. And she looked over to me and said, good night. And it's just something I'm not good at. But it's kind of one of my main foci It's my main focus. Foci should not be plural. Don't get confused there. Right now is to talk to people with full eye contact in the family, in the household. When I'm teaching, when I'm loving on somebody, when I'm answering what they're talking about, is to give that full eye contact. And then my next flaw is listening when someone is speaking to what I'm going to say next. I've got this script running in my head about, okay, I can listen to them and I can think about something really elegant and smart to say in the next moment. I can be really outstanding and impress them and power them, and it does just the opposite. When I'm thinking and processing what I'm saying, how do I make me better? How do I elevate me? How do I elevate me? It deflates them. So listening to what I'm going to say is my second listening flaw. So what am I working on? We don't want to say that, oh, that's my flaw, without talking about what do you do? What is my target? Is to listen. Just be fully listening to that person. And then think about what to say afterwards. It'll give that they know. You feel it. If you can do that, if I can do that, it will show the people around me more love and connection. It will make those people around me feel loved and feel listened to. So listening to what I'm going to say, I need to fully listen to that. And then I need to do the polite parrot. So if somebody went on and on about something important to them, I need to politely pause when they stop talking, think about how I understand what they said, and do the polite parrot. Parrot it back to them. Say, oh, so you're really struggling with getting the math done? And then what I want to do as a strong male is I want to fix it. So leaving that out, that's a whole different conversation for another day. Where does all this problem come from? Where does eye contact is easy. We're trying to run around. We're trying to talk in different rooms. There's third. It's not on my list. Be in the same space. I think it feels like a control issue, but when you're talking from this room to that room, unless it's a quick, hey, what's 25 times 25? Oh, it's 625. Unless it's a quick factual thing, even getting people for dinner is like, well, let me go down the hallway, especially since I spend so much time working in the office. Let me go down the hallway, knock, open the door, get the eye contact. Hey, son, daughter, come on down for dinner. It's dinner time. Getting that, it doesn't cost a lot, but being in the same space makes a powerful listening. I offended my daughter last week, and didn't realize I had done it, because she often has a response that's like blockers every time you give any correction and guidance. Unfortunately, she's cursed with being perfect like me. Haha, tongue-in-cheek. And she was walking with her back toward me down the hallway in a different room, grumbling about the thing that was bothering her from way earlier in the week. And that was kind of a eye-opening part for me about being in that same space. Later that day, I went to her room and sat down in her space and talked about how I didn't listen and how I wasn't practicing what I preach. And the reason I preach it is because I need practice on it. So thank you for bearing with me on this journey to build a better and stronger family. Where does all this problem come from? It comes from right up here. This thing can work about 800 words per minute. Sounds kind of measly compared to some of the computers and tech we have today, my fifth pillar, technology. But we're thinking at 800 words per minute. If you're on Audible and you're listening, that's about 200, 150 words per minute, 160 words per minute, plus or minus whatever. And you hit that 2x, you hit that 3x, I think it goes 3x, you're getting way up there. Because our brain can handle it. If our ears and stuff can do that, we can handle 800 words per minute. We can drive through that stuff. But we speak at 160 words per minute. I'm not measuring right now, but I think I'm speaking well below that. Sometimes we accelerate when we're on the stage or we're in front of a crowd. We can read at 200 to 250 words per minute. And these are just averages. Don't quote me and say you're an idiot, Brian, because I am an idiot. But I'm not staying that way. I'm always trying to be better. So when we read and speak at 200 words per minute, and we think at 800 words per minute, we got 4 times more processing power going on here. So I've got plenty of time to think about what I'm going to say. I've got plenty of time to look at all these other things going on around me. I've got plenty of space in my brain to listen to you and do these other things. Right. But how well can you do that? How well can I do that? We need to get in there and really listen. Really give all 800 words per minute to the person you're spending time with. Give all of that. Can you imagine the synergy of pulling that together? If I can focus on that, and if I can focus on them the whole time and have that uncomfortable pause, what happens during that time? Well, they've been thinking about what to say, and now they have some space to think about what was said. I have some space to think about how can I love on this person? How can I connect with this person? How can I support this person? And then I can make my response. Last thing I want to add on the listening today is Stephen Covey, just a great collection of thoughts in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I've been coaching and guiding and serving and helping others for many years, and I've got tons of great ideas. I got tons of great hints. And when I went back a couple years ago and read the 7 Habits again, I found 90% of my content. It's not content, it's who I've become. It's not all his, but it's come together in one place. And where it fits in today's lesson is seek first to understand, then to be understood. Seek first to understand, and then to be understood. It's habit 5 of the 7 habits. The first 3 habits are kind of that internal facing. What do I need to do to be a better person, to be a better presence around people? The next 3 habits are how do I connect and work with outside people, outside of myself, and seek first to understand and then to be understood is the second of those habits. And the last habit is how to grow and improve yourself, sharpening the saw. So 7 Habits is a powerful, powerful read. And you can, I'm going to put it on my list right now. Read it again. Read 7 Habits again on Audible. And then I'm going to become a better person. I'm going to become a better parent. I'm going to be a better husband. I'm going to be, well, this is about family this week, but I'll be better in business. I'll be better at church. I'll be better in the community by being a listener. I want to thank you for listening today. I appreciate you coming out or finding this thread, and I'm just trying to make a difference. I know I started this years ago trying to sell business and do things like that, but now it's really, I've done stupid stuff. I don't use eye contact. I think about what I'm going to tell you when I'm listening to you. I talk to you from the other room, all kinds of garbage activities and events in my listening. And I have goals to be better in all three of those areas. I'm going to look at people when they're talking. I'm going to listen to what they're saying instead of processing what I'm going to say. And I'm going to be in the same space when I'm talking with people. Thank you for joining me. Come back next week. I'm adjusting the time into the week, into the work week a little bit, so you may catch this at a different time. I haven't picked the best time with kids off to school and stuff. This time worked today because they're off school, but this is not normally a good time because we're heading out to the bus with the younger two. But come back and learn about my adventures with God, family, abundant life, adventure, and technology. And you be blessed.